in grade school, I had this teacher, and she used to come to the class and hold things behind her back and have us guess what it is, so we just brain exercise to really try to communicate with her. So she'd come in and she'd hold something behind her back, and she'd say, "Class, I got something behind my back, it's orange, it's squishy, it's brown." And I'd raise my hand, "Oh, I know what it is, it's a Nerf ball, it's a Nerf ball." She said, "No, Larry, it's just this thing we clean dishes with, but I like the way you think." So she had something else behind her back. It's got strings on it, the handle, and play with, oh, I know, guitar. She said, no, Larry, it's just a tennis racket, but I like the way you think. So I told the teacher, I got something that's round, it's hard, it's got a big old head on it, and I'm playing with it right now in my pocket. She said, "Take your ass to the office, you're being nasty." So I walked right to the front of the class, and I pulled it right out, and I put it right on the desk, and I said, "I was just talking about this quarter, teacher, but I really like the way you think, mister. Better believe that." Which you just reminded me, I got thrown out of here the last time I was here. They said I cuss too much. They said I say fuck and I say shit. Well, I told them like Red Fox said, if you don't fuck, shit. And if you don't shit, fuck. Big time trouble right there. You know. Got a lot of friends who are in gangs. I don't know, they get started young, I guess. I never was in a gang. They asked me about gangbang though, and I said, hell yeah, but only if I'm first, motherfucker. Believe that. You would be first anyway, you know what I mean? Probably be like 10,001. Shit, you're first, all right. Believe it. Wow. When I was a kid, my grandfather owned a chicken ranch, and I had my own little rooster. He'd follow me around every morning. I'd go collect all the eggs for my grandfather to sell during the day. And also, next door to my grandfather's farm was Old Man Cummings' farm, and Old Man Cummings had a lot of mules on his farm because they would pull the plows. And he had a granddaughter my age, and she had named Betsy Cummings. And Betsy had her own mule. And one day that mule reached his head over my grandfather's fence and ripped the legs off my rooster, and I was fucking devastated. I ran home crying, and I told my grandfather what happened, and he started laughing. I said, "What's so funny, man? It's not funny." He said, "Sam, when you're a little older, you'll understand this, but now you've got 2 feet of your cock and Betsy Cummings' ass." I said, "Yeah." So the next day, I had her beaver choke my chicken. You better believe that. Man, I learned a lot then. Wow. I got these guys, they like to use the torches. I don't use a torch. It's a pain in the ass. You guys fill it up with gas all the time also. So they're driving down the road, they're going to fill it up with gas, fill it up with gas, and they click it, and poof, his arm catches on fire. So he's sticking his arm out the window, and the cops come up and poof, 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 poof. They shoot the motherfuckers, kill them. Poor guy. Evidently, it's illegal to hold your firearm out the window. That's how, that's what happens. Hey, I walked in my bedroom the other day, man. There was 2 black guys standing there naked with big black cocks, and I learned the difference right then and there. The difference between 2 big black guys with big black cocks and a joke. The difference is my ex-girlfriend couldn't take a fucking joke. That bitch could take that right there, man, for sure. She used to like to say size doesn't matter. It makes her hurt. Bitch, we are not talking about exercise, you fat bitch. God damn. I know she had a lot of shoes. Mainly issues, I'll tell you that much. For sure. I had sex with this girl, she was a vegetarian, alright? And then she gave me some sort of STD, okay? Vegetarian. Now, don't you know, I got cauliflower ear and my dick looks like a cucumber with a mushroom on the end of it? Man. But the good news is, women really like cucumbers with mushrooms on the end of it, I promise you. Yes, they do. They grow them, apparently. Let's see what I got on this piece of paper. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey, they did a scientific study that they found out the difference between a hormone and a testosterone. You know. You can hear a hormone. I found out that I'm not the only adult that watches Sesame Street, okay? I was traveling, I was in a hotel, and I was watching Sesame Street. And they had on this little Elmo episode, part of the show where Elmo's with the clown. And they're trying to teach the clown to wash his face, right? And the clown would wash his elbows. They said, no, clown, in your face. And he wouldn't wash his face. Then he would try to wash his knees. Oh, no, clown, in your face. So I kept watching, and then when trying to wash his feet, I heard down the hall, motherfucker, your goddamn face, they said. I said, man, that was an adult watching this fucking cartoon. I mean, watching Sesame Street. Hey, have you ever thought about this Big Bird is actually a schizophrenic? He's the only one on the show that knows what Snuffleupagus looks like. He talks to Snuffleupagus. That's schizophrenia, people. Hey, Big Bird has schizophrenia. The NBA did a study to find out why black guys on the average are taller than white guys, okay? And what they found out was that black people, well, they're Negroes, man. That's why. Jesus Christ, come on. If you guys could only hear the laugh, if you could hear the laugh track in your mind, the laugh track. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Golly. I did that, I swear to God, I did that on a Wednesday night for an African American crowd. They fucking loved it. They rolled in the house. Did it the next night for the white crowd, and they sat on their hands like they can't clap because they're, oh my God, God forbid we clap about a racist joke. Jesus Christ. I didn't say the N-word, people. Fuck. But I have. How about that? Just to get that off my shoulders. Hey, who asked you? Anyway. Oh, did you guys hear the one about the, yeah, that one. A cat gave a blowjob to a rabbit. You know what happened? The cat got hairballs. That's what happened. No doubt about it. That was, you know. I don't know why for good luck they use things like rabbit's foot or a horseshoe. Fuck, my good luck charm is a camel toe, I'll tell you right now. For sure. You know what I'm saying, guys? Oh, there you are. Oh, yeah. These ladies these they got tattoos, man, and they got these tramp stamps on their back. Bam, asses, put it in here, or fuck me. So I said, man, I found a caved in. I got a tattoo, got it on my privates, right? It says little. But ladies, when I get excited, it says I went to Little Rock, Arkansas, and all I got is this stupid fucking tattoo. Just for you. As the balls come floating out of the pool. Let me rack them up.
We're still listening.
I'm the solids. For sure. You're still listening. Okay, good. Well, that's good to know. You listen, but I'm not trying to make you laugh, not listen. Anyway, I'll give you one more little tale that I'd like to tell every time I'm here. This is just for you guys. There was this cat, okay? And he used to like to go down to the train tracks every night to impress this little female cat. And he'd go down by the train tracks when he'd hear the train. Go back down the train tracks, and he'd jump on the tracks and jump off the tracks. And he'd jump on the tracks and jump off the tracks. Jump on the tracks, and just as the train would get ready to come, he'd jump off the tracks. And the train would go by. But one night, the little cat's down there, and he's trying to impress this girl so much. He loved her. He's got to go on the tracks, jump off the tracks, jump on the tracks. And his tail gets caught on the tracks. And the train comes by and takes his head clean off. The moral of that story, guys, never let a little piece of tail cause you to lose your fucking head, okay? Thank you. Good Zoom. Larry Justice, Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you, Chris.
Larry Justice, everybody. I'd like to share a story. So once upon a time, there was a guy, he would come into the Liquid Zoo and then leave the Liquid Zoo. Then come into the Liquid Zoo and leave the Liquid Zoo. And he never bought a drink. So the point is, buy a fucking drink, Larry. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Larry. Yeah, or tip, please tip Hannah, man. She's the one actually working. I bring pizza. Technically, like when Ryan was running the show, he got 2 free drinks. I don't get into that. I'm not drinking that much. But I'd like to at least tip Hannah because she's actually working. She got a new car. Gotta help her out, man. New car. Yes. How's your car running, by the way, Hannah? Awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. All right. So please take care of Hannah. Because if you don't take care of Hannah, then I never fucking hear the end of it. So I gotta kind of enforce the rule. You know, if the place is popping and there's like 50, 60 people in here, Hannah isn't gonna really care because she's fucking making hand over fist money. But when there's like 5 people in here, fucking money is tight. So break down, fucking pay $3 for a drink, tip Hana a couple bucks, and everything's cool, man. You fucking do all the time that you want. Yeah, just say, try not to do racist jokes. That's all I ask. So everything else is pretty much is under the sun is okay with me. All right, so we made it to the last comic.
Yeah.
All right. And you got everything set up. By the way, Richie, did you see what Mayhem and Kenny Lyon did the other night?
No.
What they did was that they went on YouTube Live under Mayhem's channel, and one of the things that they did was they showed his Cash App QR code, and people made donations to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they donated about $75. So it's like the first thing is like Kenny's like, whoa, man, I just paid $25 from Taco Bell, got my Taco Bell covered and stuff. So I know because you do all your stuff on Instagram, and if there's some way that you can incorporate your QR code there, man, then maybe you can get a couple bucks donated to you. You're like one of the hardest working people I know, man. You're gonna fucking die of a heart attack. That's what I'm afraid of, is that you're gonna be running from one job to another and just
Seeing Michael Jackson.
keel over and stuff. So
How do you, Richard? What is that?
yeah. So
How do you,
so
Richard?
got
What
everything
is
all
that?
set up?
No. What did I?
All right.
Richie the
No,
Sea.
try this again.
All right. Sit.
Here.
Got a little bit.
You got yours? Will you mind too, Richie?
How about this? How about
Richie the Sea.
It was set up.
Okay.
And then
And then it got lost. All right. So you're on You're on the YouTube Live.
no,
Mayhem
I'm not.
TV
I
Live,
select
baby.
it. No, you select it.
I got it double, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you.
I gotta
him
set that all up.
recorded.
Darn it. I got your back, though. I still.
Yeah.
See, okay. The camera, God fucking damn it. I mean, my goodness, that's what I. Come on, turn. No. Jesus.
All right.
Wait, keep vamping.
Okay, I'll keep vamping. Well,
Thank you.
so the point of the story is, at least that story is that Kenny and Mayhem did a talk up for like 2 hours, and they made $75 between each other for the 2 hours. They had a bunch of people watching. They showed their QR to make donations, and people were making donations. Because you do a lot of the Instagram Live, Facebook Live,
Right.
those types of things, if you want to show your QR code so people can kick you down a couple bucks, $5 or $10 for the jokes that you do, man, that would work out. That would help cover your costs for drinks. That would help cover your costs for gas going back and forth to different places and stuff.
No, what the?
I think it's probably.
There we go.
Yeah, you got it all set up now? Okay,
Yeah, this
so
is.
set up your drink.
Okay. There, this is what.
All right. So,
This is why we buy.
yeah, this is why you buy drinks and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, because it makes a great tripod.
Yeah.
But, come on.
Yeah, you could just break down and buy a tripod.
No, I did that already. It didn't work. All right.
All right. All right. So pretty much, I know that I'm your only audience member, but I'm pretty hardcore supporting you. Please put your hands together for Richie to see everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mayhem. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Clippers. Thank you, Lakers. Did Larry leave?
Yeah, I think I pretty much ran him out.
Well, you mean he never buys a drink?
He didn't buy a drink this time.
Did he buy a drink last time?
I don't know. I think I even bought a drink from him.
He didn't buy a drink,
He did.
Oh, see, okay.
All right.
as usual.
All right. Good. No, well, good. So the only thing is that he did a Red Fox joke again. The Red Fox joke is if you never drink, if you never shit, fuck. And if you never fuck, shit.
Okay.
That's a Red Fox, and he's done it here before.
Okay.
And I told him it was a Red Fox joke. Now, if you're going to use somebody else's joke. You're not going to be the first. It happens every now and then if you think it fits. Robin Williams did that all the time. Except, if you keep doing that, I don't know which jokes are yours and which jokes are someone else's.
Sure.
You know, they're funny jokes, but I'm thinking, did he write any of those jokes or did he steal them all? It doesn't, or borrow them all, or whatever.
Yeah, they were probably someone else's.
Well, but the thing is, what if one of them wasn't? We won't even give him credit in our own minds because we think, oh, this is probably just another joke that he stole. Why everybody? Well, I don't blame everybody for leaving. I got here late. I picked up Dieter from work. That's
Okay.
She worked the swing shift.
Okay.
Usually works, and so anyway, but it gave me a chance to catch up on sleep because I've got to go to work I've got to be up at 4 o'clock to go to work.
Okay.
But anyway, none of this is funny, but I think, Trump is taking credit for TikTok. Actually, he does deserve credit for keeping TikTok going. But he's also taking credit for helping the ceasefire in Gaza. So is he going to take credit when, now that gasoline prices are going up again? All right.
Yeah, tariffs.
Not just tariffs. My fuel has become more expensive in the last week. Since the election, it goes up. If you want some credit for the hostages, you might be. I don't understand this doesn't always work that way, but you might have to take some credit for the gas prices, especially if you're giving Biden grief about it all the time. I don't know. It's hard to trust women. Only because I feel like everyone who voted for Trump is like going back to an abusive spouse. What made you think were you just bored the last 4 years that you figured you needed to have? Did you think did you forget about the pandemic? Did you think about the time, all the times that you couldn't breathe and nobody could care that you didn't breathe and they just wanted you to go back to work? But you didn't have a job anyway? Whew. I think it's great. I think it's great that he's being inaugurated on Martin Luther King Day. We need.
The irony.
Yes, it is. We need. We get. Yes. At least we know irony hasn't died, and we know.
Neither is racism.
Right, and all the racists who might complain that Martin Luther King doesn't need the holidays. Well, what do you want? At least you had Martin Luther King inaugurated on his birthday. You had Donald Trump inaugurated on his birthday. Okay. I'm still not giving up. Well, the thing is, too, Trump wants to. Well, this is the thing. Trump doesn't want to pay a lot of. He doesn't want to give any aid to California because not enough people here voted for him. Of course, it's kind of shitty to the people who did vote for him and live here anyway. But he's very transactional like that. The thing is, though, or they want to blame us. They want to blame us for not breaking the forests enough, or having a fire chief who's a carpet muncher, and somehow that makes firefighting more difficult. There's a joke here somewhere, but no, they're just They're just, well, it's kind of it's just resentment and jealousy that a bunch of people here can be rich and liberal and not support Donald Trump. And sometimes it makes me kind of proud. Not because we lost the houses, but now that the houses are gone, LA has the richest homeless people in the world. Billy Crystal, Whoopi Goldberg. They were so rich they were helping other homeless people. Dennis Quaid, I don't know what happened to Dennis Quaid's house. But did you hear that interview with Dennis Quaid while he was packing up his car?
No.
They played that on Howard Stern, and some local reporter, he's just being very lighthearted with Dennis Quaid, cracking jokes while Dennis Quaid is trying to evacuate and pack his car, and it was very, he's going to be another rich homeless person, and it was very poignant to me. There he was loading up his S500 or whatever it was, and I said, this is poignant to me as a Mercedes owner. That he has to use a sedan to flee fire.
The Pam Shriver, the tennis Wimbledon winner, I guess had her car stolen.
Had her car stolen?
Yeah, or they took all her medal, all the Wimbledon and U.S. Open. And
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was Pam Shriver from the 80s.
Right, that's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, she was evacuating and something happened. And
Oh, God.
all her medals got taken.
The people.
Yeah, there's a special
Yeah, but
kind of hell for looters.
I suppose you could sell it, but what they're going to pretend to be Pam Shriver? They probably don't even know what she looks like.
Yeah.
I know that they you put on all the medals and say, hey, I'm at the Liquid Zoo, give me a drink, I'm Pam Shriver. Let me do a set. I'm gonna have a show on Comedy Central because I'm Pam Shriver.
Yeah.
Where did this come from? The extra 7?
Yeah, there was.
Pardon?
No, there was that guy last week that was kind of doing that type of stuff. Like, hey, I run all these clubs downtown, and he was creeping out Mike and all that.
Here?
Yeah, the guy with the Kango hat on. You remember
Can
him?
you see that white ball?
Was I here at the same time?
Yeah, you were here. Yeah, because obviously Kenny was interrupting your set and stuff. He was the dude that was sitting pretty much where I was sitting last night. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what other material have you worked on? Have you worked on anybody passing away like David Lynch or Bob Uecker?
No, I just heard it. My roommate told me about that. I said,
Okay. Rather have that than no.
I just thought to myself, you have a little less exercise, a little bit of an injury, you get an embolism, and bingo, you're about to heaven. You ever never his ads? Going for an office and bingo. One more blood clot in the brain and bingo, I'm in the ER. Boom. When someone saw his monitor and said, look, down in front. That's the only thing I knew about. And then David Lynch, I never saw. What he did? Blue Velvet? Oh my goodness. It's Laura. What did you bring a dog?
Yeah, she's with me this week.
Pardon?
She's with me this week and she doesn't like to be alone, so.
I used to bring my dog to the
Is that a service dog?
I used to bring.
She is.
What kind of dog is it? Is it a bulldog? A pit bull? I'll just keep talking to myself. It doesn't matter. What kind of dog is it? What?
She's kind of a mix of she's a schnauzer.
A what?
Like a schnauzer mix.
A schnauzer and what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, schnauzer mix.
So and she's a service dog?
Yeah, she's.
Yeah, because you have anxiety when you drink alone, so you need. That's important. I used to bring my I used to bring my dachshund. I don't know if you ever saw my dachshund.
Yeah.
Yeah, my rock. Yes, I had a dachshund. You know what that means? I used to bring her out. I used to come up here with my wiener out here. And then I put her on the floor. I put her on the carpet and say, "See, my wiener hits the floor." Kaboom.
Because he gave me a really big tip, you know, but he didn't pay his bill. He just liked to learn what he likes.
So you should just say this is your service dog because you don't like to drink alone.
Yeah, well, he didn't do that, but that's how I worked
My-
it out, so that
My dog would drink.
the bar got money, so I just did.
Yeah. She drank. Well, I mean, well, actually, some of she was a little bit. She liked Guinness though. I mean, people would complain about me something. Well, I didn't give her too much. But I know what the big deal is. It wasn't like she was driving. Kaboom.
Sorry.
It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. You know, she wasn't promiscuous. It wasn't like she got drunk and started spreading her legs and making a bunch of puppies who didn't know their dad. I wouldn't. It wasn't.
Did you, were you like a Monday Night Raw?
But come to think of it, maybe, you know,
How far did you get?
she didn't do any of that, but maybe she would have made money if she had an OnlyFans. Boom. You know what's great? When I had a dog, this is the only time, and my dog, Roxy, passed away a little more than 2 years ago. Pardon?
I think I saw it, I think we're on Facebook together.
Yeah, and she had Cushing's syndrome, and I'd never gotten that much,
Was he
that many sympathy hugs from guys.
Japanese?
You know, because they lost their dogs too, and I didn't think there was, it was unusual. I didn't think there was anything weird about it, but it was just, I did notice that. Because maybe when you're a guy and you have a dog, you know, he's the object of your affection and you give it, but nobody, especially when it's a small dog, nobody assumes you're going to do anything bad to the dog. You know, you're nice to the dog, you know, you take the dog out, you feed her, you do everything to her. Nobody thinks you're trying to nobody thinks you're trying to screw her. I mean, no one thinks that you're trying to have sex. Maybe that's what the bond is. You can be nice. A dog is great because you can be nice to a dog. No one thinks you're trying to fuck it. I am. See, I don't really, thank you. See, I don't really like to curse because I don't think, see, if you have,
Okay, every now and
because you know what, cursing too much is like bad cooking. If you have to put that, or let's say, cursing is like seasoning. If you have to season everything, that means your cooking wasn't that good to begin with. But sometimes you have to use a word like, yeah, you see, I was nice to my dog, but no one ever thought I was trying to fuck it. Kaboom. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Where were you 5 minutes ago? I am. Well, here's where the jokes that I've been working on. Well, stuff about the fires. It really. Were you recording me?
Are you doing it right?
I mean, I'm not offended. I'm flattered. I'm not complaining.
So you want your backup? Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're setting yours up. Like, I'm my backup, Richie. I got you.
Dankeschön. That means thank you. You knew that.
Yes.
Because you're the only comic I know who says Damen und Herren.
He speaks Deutsch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wie viel Deutsch? But you were a Marine,
Yeah.
but there aren't many Marines in Germany.
Is never there.
No.
Nope.
How did you learn German?
Music.
Music?
Deutsch rap.
Deutsch rap.
Yep.
Which Deutsch rappers do you know?
Herntop. Any Herntop posse. Block Monster, Rocco, Perverse. There's Refiction, Crystal F, Sixten.
Do you have Cito?
Who?
Cito?
I've heard Cito. I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh shit, Richie Cito.
Yeah, Cito, and then what else?
Tack loss.
What?
Tack loss.
I don't. You're gonna have to write these down because I know.
I have.
Do you know who's the one who's done some knocked on tour? The whole night on tour. I had a co-worker who would listen to him. I mean,
Screwball.
in Glendale.
Right.
Have you heard of tic-tac-toe?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, you would
Trailer
like
park?
tic-tac-toe.
Trailer park.
Pardon?
Trailer park. Timmy Hendrix.
Have you heard of Sabrina Sitlor?
Nuh-uh.
Die Fantastischen Vier?
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, Cito is, and then who's the other one?
Cito.
I heard Beginners.
No.
Oh! Shoot, you would like Beginners. The videos themselves, just the videos on their own are good.
Right. It might as well, I think, underground. It's like a bunch of like math. It sounds very metalish. It sounds like death metal or something, but it's German rap. They call it horrorcore.
Right. Well, no, that is, yeah, it's kind of, anyway.
We got
But
a
I-
subject here. Let's get back to comedy.
Alright, sorry.
Enough of this music talk.
Well, you see, some people think the idea of Germans rapping is German comedy. I have to admit.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the jokes I was working on were this. There's all this talk about all the fires and everything are taking all the attention away from Luigi.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, man?
Mario? No.
Well, his brother, but you know who else is named Luigi? The guy who shot the head of United Healthcare.
Oh shit.
His name was Luigi.
Oh shit.
3 generations or so in the United States, they still called him Luigi, and then they wondered why he had fake IDs. His name was Luigi. His name was Luigi, and his back was messed up. His back was messed up, and his name is Luigi. Can you imagine trying to jump onto all the mushrooms and catch the stars?
With a bad back. Yeah.
You know, and run over all those pipes with your back messed up. And then you get to the tower and you find out the princess is somewhere else. You'd be pissed. Of course you'd want to shoot the person who got all the coins. Right?
That's a postal suit.
The head of United Healthcare.
That's only the postal.
And the thing is, people thought that maybe he was some left-wing guy because he's shooting a CEO. Turns out he liked Tucker Carlson and listened to Fox News. Now, I don't know, because a lot of times those people are anti-vaxxers, right?
Right.
Except that when he shot this head of United Healthcare, Blue Shield stopped restricting the amount of time you could have anesthesia. And then one company, North Carolina, they started forgiving medical debt. And then so did LA County. So I don't know if Luigi was an anti-vaxxer. What I do know is the shots worked. Kaboom. You know, see, he gave the shots and the healthcare became less expensive. And then what happened? Oh. And then, can I do this one more bit, or?
Sure.
Well, it's time for me to wrap up, and what to wrap up with,
Sides duct tape,
what to leave you with,
sides an alibi,
how to send this up,
sides and flames.
any requests. Well, but I used to be a Pilates instructor. Really, it was a great icebreaker for people. Because women would want to know how to stretch out their back or what to do. I said, pretty easy. Knee to the chest, arms around the legs, and the trunk closes. Remember, navel to the spine to the floor, and the ride becomes a lot less bumpy. I am kaboom. But the other what? Oh, there was a sheriff. So I thought the economy was okay, but there was a sheriff's deputy in Colorado who was doing pornography. She got fired for doing pornography because she didn't have enough money to pay her bills and feed her kids and everything. She was a white cop, she still is, white sheriff's deputy. She was doing interracial porn. She was doing interracial porn. You'd never know it was a cop because it was interracial. None of the sex was coerced, and everyone could breathe after 10 minutes.
But like bigger objects, it's like.
And it gives a whole new meaning to fuck the police. Kaboom. And then fuck the police, young deputies getting down. She needs money, so she's down with the brown. And not the other way, some police think she has the authority to fuck minorities. Fucking these things to save the one, because she doesn't need them with a badge and a gun to be beating them and thrown in jail. She can go down on them in the middle of a cell. Kaboom. Thank you very much. Thank you. Laura, thank Dr. Mayhem. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for letting me run over again.
He's got a good voice for comedy.
Richie the
I thought Richie was
My
going to be
Buddha.
the last comic, but you know what? By good grace and another miracle has happened here at the Liquid Zoo.
We're not
Miracles
singing Michael
always
Jackson.
happen here at Liquid Zoo.
And that was Richie the
So I think you're pretty much the last comedian on here. Tonight we've actually had 3 lady comics. We considered one. Yeah, we had Christine Taylor.
See if I
we
can
had
tag you on this
me,
too.
And